What's going on, guys? This is Chris with SVT on the Streets, and we have my buddy Chad here with his 03.
Yep, 03.
03 Cobra, satin silver.
Yep.
How many miles?
Just over 24,000.
24,000 low miles. Recently acquired.
Yep.
Within the last month, couple weeks. The black one I had for sale, guys, was his.
Yep.
So I bought it off of him. He bought this one from another friend of ours. So we were just flip-flopping Cobras for about 48 hours.
Yeah. Yep.
So Chad here is going to tell us about his car, how he got it, why he wanted it, and I guess the build-up to getting to this point.
Yeah.
So again, like me, you're a Fox body guy at heart. And I'm the same way. I personally probably have owned at least a dozen.
Wow. Yeah.
So 93 Cobra teal I had. I've had a handful of GTs, 88, 89, 92, which was actually my favorite because it was the two-tone.
Oh, right.
The green with the gray.
Okay.
I love that car. I tried to buy it back. Funny, crazy story. Tried to buy it back from the guy.
Yeah.
He ended up selling it because I was like a couple weeks from getting the money. Guy took it out to dinner with his wife the night he bought it, and a drunk driver went down a ditch, came up, hit the car in the parking lot, and totaled it. I was upset. Yeah.
Yep.
So, and then I've had some coupes here and there. But anyways, I love Fox bodies. My first car actually was a 70 Torino. I bought when I was 15. But
I didn't have that nice.
yeah, you know, I was busting my butt out there.
Yeah.
Cutting grass with my dad for the business, and picked it up. It was a customer's car.
No, it's
So where'd your start come from? What was it? What'd you have?
I did the same thing, cutting grass. I actually have my own little business doing that. 13, 14, made enough money. Got a 99 Civic.
Okay.
It was the exact thing you'd expect.
What year is this?
This is, I would have been 2006.
Okay.
So, the car already had 100,000 miles on it. Was beat, couldn't roll the windows up. Had to use ratchet, the whole socket set. It was fun.
You had your typical first car.
Yeah.
No air conditioning, right?
No.
I didn't have air conditioning. My first car that had AC, I was almost 22.
I still, to this day, don't use AC.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah.
I roll windows down. I'm just used to it.
Yeah.
I like it, and I feel like it saves the car for some odd reason.
Dad do the same thing, man. It's crazy.
It's a weird thing for me, but no, I had that. That was my baby. Even had ghost stripes on it. Remember the car like it was yesterday.
Body kit?
Body kit. Little wing on it.
4-door or 2-door?
2-door.
Okay.
Giant sub in the back.
Fast and Furious?
Oh, it was perfect.
Okay.
Couldn't sneak out anywhere. But, just let it roll down the driveway, pop it to first, and good to go. Battery would die, but I'd get home. Then I went into an 03 GTI, the 1.8 turbo. That was my next, that got me really hooked at that point. But what I did was, looking at cars, went with my mom. When we were first going to I had my Civic, then my mom told me, hey, you saved up a little more money, let's go look at some nicer cars, go figure out what you want, something more reliable. And I went to there's a Chevy dealership up here that had a trade-in on a 03 Redfire, and that car was the time where I'm my junior in high school, and I'm sitting there thinking, we're going to Gandy and Howard Franklin, we're watching people race.
Okay, I was down there.
That was it. We're down there, vets and everything, and SRT 4s, and we're just watching snake bite. We just know this all.
Yeah.
We're watching them just smoke. Terminators come out, and that was it.
Mofo bucks. That was a big one, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there like, oh, we have no shot.
Yep.
And that had me hooked. I go sit in this 03 Redfire over here at the dealership, turn it on. My mom immediately was like, nope, no shot. We're not going anywhere in this car. You're gonna kill yourself.
Well, your mom was letting you look at this to purchase?
Yeah.
How old were you?
17.
And they took you.
Because it was my money. So
How much was the car?
Man, I couldn't even tell you. It didn't matter to me at that point. I was gonna buy that car.
And they said no.
My mom immediately, I turned that car on, that was it, no shot.
No
and
way.
She's like, yeah, no, we're getting out of this car immediately, and you're gonna go get yourself something else. I ended up in a Ranger, at that point. It was something to just get me to and from work to do whatever I needed to do. It was fine. But I knew I was hooked. I'm over there watching them race, hearing the eating wine. It was awesome. And then from then, it basically just been random cars here and there, just going through. I ended up having, you know, kids. I got twin 4-year-olds. You know, finally the time came where I knew I could actually afford these cars. And of course, it's right before they jump. But in order to afford the car, I did a couple flips and.
You got some really good
flips.
Purchases on the Fox bodies.
Correct.
Like he was telling me, if you want to go into details and numbers,
Yes.
that's totally up to you.
No.
I ain't gonna force it out of you because I know some people like to stay private. Me, I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
You know, I'm pretty open on what I buy things for. If someone asks me, that's my selling price. That's what I want for it. That's what it's gonna take me to get rid of it. Same thing when I bought your car. You know, people knew what I paid for it because you posted it for sale for like 7 minutes. I was like, hey, I'm gonna buy it.
Yes.
Take it down.
Plus, you knew how this car was treated.
100%. And I knew, I was like, you know, I can sit on it for as long as I need to, and
Yep.
it was cool. But anyways, if you want to go into those numbers, because they are impressive.
Yeah.
Because this is like, this is Corona virus.
This is literally the only reason I could afford this car is because my father-in-law started me with. We found a '87 GT T-top for it's like $3,800. It might even be less.
$3,800.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over in St. Pete from an old man who didn't say a word. And
so real quick, so he's buying this T-top car, and this guy was literally do just a quick impression because
he just
that was it. You answered. You asked him a question, and he
nothing.
Chad or hey, Mr. Old Dude, how long you've had the car?
Yeah. Just walks away. All right, cool. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, cool. And here's the other part. My father-in-law bought the car, and I was paying him in payments.
Okay.
I literally paid him in payments monthly, sometimes 2 or 3 months at a time, just so I could afford that car.
Yeah.
But he knew. I mean, he's a big Fox body guy. He knew what I wanted to do.
He's got actual nice.
He's got an amazing.
We should get him on here too because he's
Yes.
got a really clean, original '86 car.
He's had from the beginning. It's been wrecked.
Yep.
I was stolen, wrecked, beaten. Now it's literally in a
Wait, it got stolen. Did he get it back? Like
Yes.
it got stolen from him?
Yes.
He got it back.
Yep.
Fixed it.
Fixed it.
Oh, wow.
And this car, when I started dating, my wife was rusting away in the driveway.
And mind you've been here with your wife since high school.
Yeah, almost 16 years now.
Okay.
So yeah, it's I went there and I'm like, what is he doing with this car? That's a story for another. I'll let him tell you because I'll go off on his car.
Okay.
His car is pristine. Love that. I hope he leaves.
I love stories like that though.
Yeah. And I hope he leaves it to me. He's got a son and a daughter, and I'm like, hey, please, you know. But so then we get that one. I pay it off. It sits in my garage. All I do is do the I have the two-tone, the body kit painted. That's it. I clean it up. I watch these prices just go absolutely astronomical.
For $3,800.
From 38, it might even be less. To be honest.
How long did you have the car?
4 years.
4
That
years.
one's
So
4 years.
you owned it for a little bit. It
That was
wasn't.
gonna be my car.
It wasn't like something you just bought, had it for a week or two.
Right.
It wasn't a flip. It was a keeper.
That was a keeper.
Okay.
Especially with I knew the rarity of that car.
Yeah.
And how original that car was. Like it had not been messed with.
So you bought it when Fox bodies were like you could still go buy.
You can find a notch at that time, you know,
For
under
10
eight-
grand,
Yeah,
yeah.
8 grand.
8, 10 grand,
Nice
yeah.
in shape. Like, you know, okay, but it didn't have a dark white, you know, but it was in good shape.
And then that car was very like tastefully modded or
Nothing.
and it was even
Literally
better.
just pure stock.
Yeah.
It was actually just a great car to ride around in, pull the T-tops off, and just go cruising in.
Okay.
And I love that. To me, that was very nice. It was just an original, cool Fox body. No issues with it. Then I saw the prices start going up and decided, let me jump this thing up and see if I can't get I wanted a notch back. So at that time, I'm like, let me post it. I was throwing around the idea. At that time, I literally looked on the forums as everyone was doing. Prices were soaring, and I see a 93 silver notchback that's been well kept. It had been a repaint, but very tastefully modded, very good. And it's in St. Pete, which is 20 minutes from me. I think it's a scam. Everybody thinks it's a scam. I send the guy a message, phone number. He calls me and says, hey, I'm only calling the 2 or 3 people that are local to me. You know, if you want to come look at it. You know, I literally get off work, pick up my father-in-law immediately. I call work off right there. We go pick it up, and I mean, we drive there. I mean, that instant, it was 11. He had it listed for 13 or 12, and I gave him 11.
Okay.
And
wait, what did you sell the T-top for?
Oh yeah, the T-tops. So this it hadn't sold it yet.
Oh, you have that's right. You
I
have
had to go
both
get
simultaneously.
it. Yes,
Okay.
I had to go get it. So I went
Okay.
and got it, brought it back here, and I'm sitting here thinking, I got two of the craziest cars. I'm the king, man. You know that.
You have the
time.
coupe and the T-top.
I got the
Okay.
coupe and the T-top and GT-LX. I mean,
nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
In great shape. And I sit there and I look at it and I go, I can't have two of these in here. My wife's gonna kill me. You know, and I'm seeing the prices and I go, I gotta, you know, the notch is where I wanted the coupe. That's where I wanted to be.
Yeah, that's obviously.
That's what we all want, you know. So I sit there and I go, all right, I post it up, and I'm talking within, I mean, it was 30 minutes. Guys coming, I mean, it was right at Christmas time, and the guy drove here on Christmas Day. I didn't go to our family event. I was late to the family event because I knew this guy wanted the car. He came, he brought me gifts. He was so happy. Paid me full price. That one went for 38, because then I'm trying to remember, there's so many numbers here with this car. That one went for 23?
23,000.
Yeah. 23? Yeah.
You did nothing to it except for some paint.
Just lower paint. That was $500-600.
You painted the lower valance and all that. Okay.
And I went and got the right paint. Like, I did it all. I ordered the correct, you know, it doesn't have any gloss to it. It's a true weird paint.
Yeah.
So went and did that. Yeah. Oh yeah. I redid the pinstripe.
Yeah.
That was it. And you know, made it just cleaned up.
So you had peanuts in this thing. Nothing. Yeah.
Nothing. And then I'm sitting there looking at that and I'm going, all right, I've got my car, I've got my notch, I've got my money. I've made my money. You know, so I bought $12,000 worth of parts. And I have it all sitting in my closet. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, well, for the price that I can do this, the car I want is a Terminator. And I'm like, well, let me see how much I can get in the notch. You know? So,
you had $12,000 in parts for the Fox.
Yeah. Because
okay.
I knew what I was, you know.
What would you buy? What were some of the big items?
I had the AFR, was it 12 or 1300? The heads.
Yeah, the heads. Nice heads.
Gosh, I had transmission ready to go. I was going to do the T56 Magnum. I mean, you name it, I had it. I mean, it was going to be the Systemax intake. I can't even remember all the stuff I had for. I mean, I had.
So it was like heads, cam, intake.
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All bolt-on stuff. 302 car.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Wasn't going to do, you know, wasn't going to board over anything yet. Just going to work there and then slowly go to a supercharger. But it's expensive.
Yeah.
So sat there and thought, well, what I want power-wise and what I'm going to get with that price-wise and what these cars are at price-wise, and when I just got that car, I'm going to just shoot it up and see
it's
what
probably
happens.
worth more leaving it alone.
Yeah,
right?
it was way worth.
And you didn't touch it.
Didn't touch it.
Okay.
Cleaned it up again. Took old tint off.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I actually removed the bubbling tint.
Yep.
Car ran great. Posted it, and I posted it for 33 with parts.
Paid 13. Okay, so you paid 11.
No. I kept not with parts. 33.
Yep.
I ended up selling the parts after.
Okay.
So I got my money back on that. Left it there. 33 guy came and just picked it up. Doesn't even test drive it. Takes the car.
That's another funny story. So this guy's like, I trust you.
Yeah.
Just never met him, don't know him.
Oh, I've got it detailed in the middle of the garage, ready to go. And he just is like, hey, I'm good. I'm like, you want me to start up? He's like, yeah, start up. Start up. I'm like, all right. And you know, doesn't even want to drive it on the trailer. Like, it's the craziest thing. He couldn't get out of it when he got on the trailer. So I did it. I mean, it's just.
You pulled on the trailer for him.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Different world. Left super happy. I mean, I haven't seen the car since. I've been trying to track it. Can't find anything.
You don't know
on
where
it,
it's at.
Nope.
Did he find it on Facebook?
Yes.
Yep. And you don't know.
He's private on there.
Okay.
He doesn't post much.
Okay.
So can't do much. So then took that money, sat here for a minute, and that night I sat there watching the old snake bite videos.
So you had all this money in your hand.
All this money.
You made money on 2 cars.
Burning a hole.
And how long did you have the notch?
That one only under a year.
Okay. So
Yeah.
You enjoyed it for a little
Well,
bit.
yeah, took it to some shows, did what I wanted with it, felt, you know, played the old game, it was awesome.
So now you're like, it's time for
I knew what I wanted.
McNasty. You want the Terminator.
Yes. I wanted that wine.
Yeah.
That was it. You know, I'm sitting. That's all I remember. So Snakebite that was a great.
You're watching Snakebite
Oh yeah.
videos
Over and over.
again.
Oh yeah. I found you.
You found, that's right. You were telling me you found me on there.
I'm showing my wife. We're in bed. It's 9:30 and kids are sleeping. And I'm like, right?
Right.
You know this, and she's like, you're gonna kill yourself. I'm like, but you know this is it.
Yeah.
And she's like, come on now, just save the money. You'll find something. And I'm like, nope. I started looking, and I think it was within a month there, I found a black '04 Terminator with 29,000 miles in Sarasota, which is about an hour and a half from us.
Yeah.
Contacted the guy. He had it listed for 33 or 34, if I'm not mistaken. Got it for 27 and a half or 28 and a half. I can't remember that. It's right in that. And
Okay.
then, so with the money I had made, I now could buy that and had a little bit extra. So I'm
So basically got a free Terminator.
I am now. I have a free car in my life.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, hey, my wife was happy. My father-in-law came with me. We came, got it. I drove home. I'd never been so happy driving home. I'm worried. You know, is this thing gonna make it? It was the best ride of my life. I'm not even turning music on. I'm just listening. It has SLPs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was the Bassani X Pipe with SLP loud mouth. I think it was the 2.
Catted.
Catted.
Yep. So it was the SLP, not the OG loud ones. It had a nice. It was quieter, but had the cats on there. It sounded good. I actually enjoyed driving that car because it was night and day from my red one.
Yep.
And when I just a couple times, again, I bought the car to sell, so it just sat in my garage for 9 days until it was sold. Taking it around the neighborhood, I was like, it brought me back
to that feel.
To my first Cobra, which was a silver convertible that I bought in 09. Back in 09, I had gone to 2 or 3 dealerships trying to buy one, and every time I got there, it was, hey, someone got a deposit. Hey, we just sold it. And I'm like, yo, I called you and told you I was coming. So in 09, they were, you know, in my experience, they were hard to get your hands on. Funny thing, which you guys don't know, that mine was the 03 convertible silver, not the satin. It was, it ran like crap because it had a pulley on it with no tune.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to fix that. It had a full, it was painted, it looked good, but it was a full fiberglass saline kit with the 3-piece wing on the back that came over the rear fenders. Had a Cobra R, the 2000 Cobra R hood. Okay. The only exterior body panels that were 03 Cobra, thank God, were the mirrors and the side scoops. That's it. I had to find, it took me a while to source out a hood, front bumper, lip, because I wanted everything factory. Right. Side skirts, spoiler, and rear bumper. My car was silver. It had a torch red rear bumper. Mm-hmm. I had, I think, a Sonic Blue front bumper. Okay. I had a yellow hood, and the side skirts were, I think they were torch red or red fire, and then the wing, because I put everything on the car, because I worked at a body shop, or had friends at the body shop that I used to work at, and I got everything on the car. I wrote it like that. It took me about a year and a half to put everything together. So I had this really pristine looking car. Then it looked like a project, which it was. Got everything back, and then I had that car for about 5 years before I got rid of it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You need to find pictures of that. I need to see.
I'm actually looking for that car again.
Okay, I was like, you need to find that car.
But I gotta find, because my son was 2 years old, and my daughter was about to be born.
Oh, so yeah.
So it was a great car. I wasn't a convertible guy, but I loved it. Yeah. But I had the SLP loud mounts, just a cat back, factory manifolds, factory. You know, did I have any? No, I had an H pipe on the car. Okay. But cool car. So. No. Yeah. The stories are cool, you know.
No, I
what got us to where we're at.
I want to see. You gotta find some of those. I want to see that.
So you had the black car you're bringing home. Yep. And do you be honest? Yeah. Because in our little group that we have here, there's what, 7, 8 of us. Yep. We all get Cobras. Yeah, depending, yeah. One of us has a fully Cobra swapped Bullet, really nice car.
Very nice.
Very pretty car. But you were pretty much a stock.
It was it's fully
Terminator guy.
Yeah, and I was the slowest of the group.
Slowest and quietest.
Slow and quiet. Yeah, no. When
everybody's got Whipples, VMP, and you guys can see in the background there. We just did a video on that car. The 2.9 Whipple in the back seat
was
yours. He's picking it up today. Was yours that was going on the black car that I bought? Yes. You again bought a bunch of parts. How much you spent on parts for that car?
About 12 grand.
12 grand again.
Yes.
And I can vouch for it because, you know, here we are, right? Yes. And you guys see the satin silver sitting next to him. It's got the 3.0 on it. Yes. This very low mile car, a friend of ours, lived up in Brooksville. Kind of in the group. Did he post it for sale?
He did post it for sale.
And did you?
Derek sent it to me with the.
That's right. Okay.
He sent it to me, and I replied this blankety blank, because he knows what I want. I wanted that car, you know.
But he was asking 40.
Yeah.
And you, non-negotiating, hey,
Yeah,
I'm coming to get the car.
Yeah.
And then you put your car for sale, and I'm like, yo, take it down, I'm gonna buy it.
Right.
So
I wanted the money to be able to go get this car immediately. Yeah. I know enough about that car that I wanted that car.
Yeah.
I've done, you know, when you get into Cobras, it's one of those things where you know a lot, but you don't.
Yeah.
And you
learn.
It's a big learning curve.
Yeah.
Especially, so then you've got Chris.
Especially going from Fox bodies to.
It's a very.
That's what I did. I went from a Fox body to my Cobra.
Right.
So yeah.
There's some similarities, but really there's not.
Yeah.
Motors are just they're animals compared to any other car and what you can do to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what I mean. Once I knew what was done to this car, this is what I wanted, and I'm sitting there on a lot of money of parts in a car, and of course this one comes up within an hour from me in a group that I know, low miles, and I know is well taken care of, and it's all been done with work by a reputable place.
Yep.
I was just gonna go do that to the black car. Well, you know, so it's I'm saving money, I'm spending money. It's what I wanted. The black car, honestly, beautiful car. Very hard to take care of black.
I detail on the side. That's my little side gig.
Yeah.
And I won't own a black car because of the maintenance.
And I've had two.
And I love it. That's one of my favorite colors for vehicles because it looks sinister, it's sexy, whatever. Yeah. But you drive it out of your garage, you take it to it's dirty.
If you open the
in
garage,
Florida, down here, you drive anywhere, it's dirty.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah. So, but it was the paint on the car was very nice.
Yeah, it was definitely taken care of.
And so you pick this thing up, you bring it home, you go from a literally the stock Eaton, not even ported. It's just got the 2.8 pulley.
Yep.
To a 3.0 Whipple.
The ride home.
Yeah.
Well, the test drive was I don't know. I couldn't stop. I was freaked out.
There's a lot of power.
It is different.
It's, yeah.
You go from you know what you're getting to wow. You know you hit the gas here. It's
gone.
Yes, you're going.
You're moving. You're breaking the tires loose. Whatever. You know.
I mean, even
it accelerates like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, go from stock clutch to a 1200 rated RXT it's a weird feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, even I very much freaked out at that moment, but in a good way. I knew what I was doing. I just was like, oh my goodness.
You got a lot of car. You got a great car.
Yes.
The guy he got it from, again, a friend of ours, took care of the car. So you're confident with this whole thing.
Very.
Yeah.
I mean, also to meet me an hour and a half there, knowing what it is. He drives and meets you. You know you got a good car too.
Yeah.
You know he doesn't take this thing out. Then we're going to. I got to drive an hour and a half home. Drove amazing home.
Yep.
You smile at your right there. Came home very happy.
So now how long you got the car?
A couple weeks.
You guys can't see in the video, but a couple weeks now he's got some
True
Forge 3-piece.
They're 2 pieces.
2-piece
They're
wheels.
The newer 2 pieces.
Okay. 2-piece wheels on there in a matter of a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So you're not stopping. You're moving forward.
I thought I was stopping.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking for more stuff.
You're doing exhaust.
Yes.
Long tubes. X-pipe.
Yes. If I'm doing.
You got what's on here now? Flowmaster?
It's just old Flowmaster 40s.
The 40 series. Yep. So we're taking those off. Yeah. We're doing.
It's got an H-pipe. Old school Flowmaster. I mean, yeah, it's old school.
Yeah.
It's definitely
got that more
style.
of like a
more for like a Fox Spider to me.
Yeah.
That's exactly the Terminators. I think deserve more.
Yeah.
Definitely a louder.
So you've heard my car with the Bassani's. I got ARH, and then Bassani X-pipe all the way back, and then the 3-inch Bassani's.
That's the sound that I want.
Then you got Steve, who's got I don't know, he's got the Borla Tax, but I don't know what he has before. He's got long tubes, but I don't know.
I don't know what he has.
I don't know what he has for X-pipe or H-pipe, but his cars sounds really good. It's loud.
It's loud.
So what's cool about our little group here is you can kind of like, hey, do I want to go with that crazy wake the neighbors up, Steve, or my car, which I absolutely love because I've been through the SOP loud mounts. I've had Flowmasters.
Yeah.
God, what else did I have? I had the I didn't have the Attacks. I had the other ones.
There's Stingers.
Yeah, I had Stingers at one point on my other car, and the Mystic. I can't remember what was on the Mystic.
It's weird because you can tell each of us
Yeah.
by who pulls up
Yeah.
by exhaust.
by the note of the car.
Yeah, literally, because I think the Bullet one has Magnaflow.
Yeah.
So I mean, literally, it's a completely different sound.
Every car has its own little
personality,
so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But you have options. You're like, hey, which one do I like?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, even then, there's different things on every car, especially in our group.
Yeah.
That's what's so fun about it. We all have our own style. I mean, now we have 2 silvers, but we got a satin silver and metallic.
Yep. So, oh yeah, that's right. The other guy. Yep.
Yeah.
So, well, let's show them the car.
Yep.
Let's do a little walk around here. So, guys, this is the 3-liter Whipple.
Yep.
So, little future video here is now in the group. We have a 2.9, which is Steve. You got the 3.0. I got the 3.4.
Correct.
So it'd be a cool little comparison. We'll get all of them together. So guys, stay tuned for that, and you know, push out some more videos. But it's clean. It's nice. He's gonna make it his own. His friend powder coats, so he's got some stuff he's gonna take off this thing and get it powder coated. But I love the wheels though, and those were not local, but they weren't far. About a 2-hour ride to go get those. When I dropped the black car off, he came with me, and we picked up these wheels in the same spot that I sold the car, so it kind of worked out very well.
Changed the look.
Yeah. And let's see here. It looks good though. It looks good on the silver, and they're black centers, right? They're not gray. Yeah.
Correct.
So kind of cool. He just made this himself because some a-hole took his other one.
I don't know who did that.
Don't know who did that, but it's nice. It's clean. He's got this thing all set up in here, man. He's got this book with his all the history of the car, and it's got a cool history. It's been a local Tampa, Florida car since delivered from Ford. So a guy in Brandon, was that Brandon Ford?
He is the sales manager there right now.
Yeah.
But he bought it from
Ernie here Ford, and it's kind of cool because he bought it brand new. And you're the fourth?
It'll be technically the 5th owner.
But you got in touch in the last month with every single owner.
Every single one.
And they've been sending you pictures of them, you know, of their stuff they've done to it, the history on it. So it's kind of cool. You did a little tracking it down. Everybody is still local, right?
And all the receipt, everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, his car is just, you can tell it's a mid 20,000 mile car because it's really clean. It's nice. We got some gauges going in it very shortly. You got an appointment on what? July 10th to go in and get some stuff done. So we're gonna have another video on this. We're gonna do another drive it, run it,
catch cans going on.
So yeah. Stay tuned, guys. Again, there's 7 or 8 of us in the group. I'm gonna eventually get to all the cars, and we'll just keep moving forward. But thanks for watching. Again, questions, whatever you guys want to do, you guys know, again, I'm pretty active on there. I try to get to everybody's questions and answer it, but subscribe and just keep looking out for more videos. All right, guys, thanks.